maybe we should do an audience poll.
Okay.
Who thinks Alessia is going to win? Yes, that was everybody. Fantastic. Okay, that was. I don't even want to make you. I don't want to disappoint any of you. Really, this is not easy. This is not easy. Are we ready?
I think
No. Well, we can sit and chat.
I don't want to
That's
disappoint anyone, but I appreciate. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Ooh.
Okay, I think we are ready, so we are going to start the clock right now. Alessia is coming out. Sure, and you'd like to hear. You'll have to grab it.
Fantastic. E4 pre-move knight c3.
E5.
Knight c3.
Knight f6.
I thought long and hard about what to play in this position, you know. G3.
What?
What?
G3.
What?
He's going off script here.
I can't believe that. I mean,
I win.
The show.
I win. Surprise. Now, where's the share? It was too bold of me.
Before the show, I was talking with the other guests about the opening, and I was really getting a deep preparation about this. And now you do this to me?
Yeah.
I like how you're looking at him as you're talking.
Yeah, Alessia. Okay. Wherever.
Yeah. Okay, G3.
That's my move.
I guess you want to go out with the bishop, right? No.
This is really nice. I got her very confused. Oh.
We're up 40 seconds already.
Hey, don't tell her about the clock.
I really never saw this move in my life. Okay, usually they say logical moves.
King E7.
And knight C6.
Yeah, that move makes sense. Bishop G2.
And let's go bishop C5.
That move also makes sense. Now, knight GE2.
So you want the castle short?
I'm just developing my pieces. I have no plan.
Okay, interesting. I will castle.
Yeah, I probably. Me too. It wasn't my plan.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing about Italians. Okay. Any Italian you know.
Do you think I have a very strong Italian accent?
No, not that, but.
Okay, D6, let's develop.
You're very conservative so far.
Who? Me?
Alessia.
Knight A4.
Wow.
Fiona, this blindfold is really slipping off, and now I fixed it, but I feel like my head is gonna explode like a watermelon. You ever watch those videos that put rubber bands on watermelons, or is that just is that just an American content thing? And then they go. Okay.
We'll have to rehearse it like that.
No, please not.
You're fine now.
I'm great.
You got the thinking. Again.
He wants knight bishop. I love bishops usually.
She can't save it. Can't
Yeah.
save it. It's not possible.
It's okay, we'll live without the bishop. Bishop B6.
E or B?
How E? How is going with E?
You could finish.
Ah, sorry. The other
So
one.
what move? B. Okay, because they were.
B,
Okay, knight takes bishop.
A take B6.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
It wasn't a compliment. It was. I'm logical. Well, here I can play, D4, but then takes, and then takes, and then takes, and then takes, and then, yeah, actually, speaking of which, D4, good move.
So takes.
Yeah, takes, and then, I have the 2 P's, and I've got the juicers.
Let's take, huh? Let's take that take on D4.
With what?
E.
Okay, knight takes.
Attention. Surprise incoming.
What surprise? I see everything.
And boom, big surprise, the camera stopped working. But luckily we still have footage from extra cameras, and I really hope someone watching can read labial, so you can let us know in the comments everything that we've been saying. In the meantime, let's talk about this position, because I'm a little bit worse after a very few moves, 10 moves in, and my position is a little bit worse. Why? Because I have the bishop here. I'm trading this knight, but this is not really helping. Now I'm going with the rook here, attacking this pawn, which is attacked twice, protected twice. But still, the fact that Levy has the bishop remains. And in such a position, such an open position where there are not really blocked pawns in the center of the board, that's pretty much good for white, especially because this dark square bishop can attack a very weak point in my king side, g7. And you will see in a few moves, that's exactly what happened. Now I went with the bishop out, attacking this pawn, and I also told Levy, attention! And I think he saw that the pawn was hanging. That's why he played move b3, which is making the way for the bishop, but also like preparing, defending the pawn on a2. I wasn't sure what to play, so I did something still natural. I'm connecting the rooks, bringing the queen up, and maybe I want to go on h3, trying to trade off this bishop. And now Levy's thinking where to develop this little boy, still missing a future. And he decides to go on g5, and this was like, oops. My knight, I don't want this knight to be taken because it's not just losing a pawn, but also my king side would be too weak, so I have to move the knight somewhere. I don't have this square, I don't have this square, I don't have this square, so there are basically just two squares remaining. And I noticed that on h5 the knight doesn't have a future, that's why I went on g4, at least my knight can jump back if needed, no? And now was Levy's turn to find a move. I think I was trash talking a little bit, asking, okay, and now what with the bishop? And I don't know what he was saying here. Please somebody read what lips are saying. He played the move a4. I don't really know why. Probably, yeah, to be able to move the rook away from the a file. Now I said like, okay, go back bishop. And I asked Levy, okay, what was exactly the idea of bishop g5? And he was very honestly saying, okay, I'll just go back. Fair enough, the bishop is coming to this other diagonal. Pretty dangerous, as I said before. And now I had a plan in mind, and I really came to this game with a goal in mind. If I can, I will sacrifice my rook. I mean, isn't the dream of every chess player to play Levy and just sacrifice the rook? That's what I try to do. And that's why I was really considering an idea here. But it's very atypical, so I took some time to think. And I don't know if you can understand what I'm about to play. What would you play in this position? If I tell you that I want to sacrifice the rook, how can you bring a rook to the attack? There we go, rook a5. My rook wants to join the other side. Now, is this a fancy idea? Hell yeah. Is this a good idea? Hell no. Because, yeah, after rook h5, I'm attacking h2, but this can easily be protected. And Levy just went with the bishop here. And now have you seen my hand? I was about to move my rook. Because, yeah, this is just checkmate threat. And I was about to follow my plan and go with rook on h5. That's why, yeah, the audience was a little bit laughing, honestly, not panicking. I was panicking that I almost blundered mate in one. That was very embarrassing. So yeah, how to defend the mate? I went back with the knight. This is a little bit better. Now, it would be very good for Levy if you could kick my knight, no? For example, g4, g5, but this is not possible. So what it did, very logical, just bring the rook to the game. And I went on with my plan. No, not my plan of sacrificing the rook. I did another thing. I want to try to get rid of the bishop here. trading off the bishop. I would be very happy if Levy's taking here, I take with the queen, then I slide the knight, but obviously he went back with the bishop and I brought my amazing rook. Oh, sorry, I spoiled you this. I'm about to bring the rook there, okay? I was checking if the bishop somehow is getting trapped. And also, to be honest, what is even the threat of rook h5? I think at some point Levy was really messing with his blindfold because it was annoying him. And now I told him that I'm going to checkmate him. Now he's starting to calculate something. I don't know what. And I think like my only idea is something related to knight g4 attacking this pawn, right? That's why he played the move f3. Very smart. The idea is two type of ideas. He wants to play the move g4, trapping my bishop. That's why I immediately went with the bishop back. And the second idea is that, of course, now I can no longer go with a knight here. And now this is a very important moment because white is better. But things are going to change very, very suddenly. And this is why it's so hard to play with a blindfold when you don't see the piece. Because suddenly when it's about calculation, yeah, things can get messy. e5 is a blunder. I took this pawn and now you see that the queen is protected 2 times by my minor pieces. So it seems like I won a pawn. Levy insisted and took here. But this is a big blunder. If I take the queen, the bishop is taking back and everything is good. But I took the rook. And now if the queen is taking the rook, oh boy, look at the face of Levy because he realized he had blundered. But this is pretty dramatic. I don't know if you can go back the video a little bit and see with how many seconds I made this last move. Because right now I have 4 seconds on my clock. And since we were playing 5 plus 3, after every single move, we would get 3 seconds of increment, meaning that I had moved with 1 second. And Levy is taking now my queen. And now I need to take back either with the bishop or with the knight. But I flagged. I lost on time. In this completely winning position where I just need to take back, the bishop has to take here, and I have an endgame with a full extra piece. I lost on time. That was really heartbreaking. A tough reminder that chess isn't just about position. It's always a combination of position and time. And I really need to be faster next time. A moral win? What do you think? Levy said exactly this after the game. You should post this anyway on YouTube. It's a moral win. But no, I lost this game and Levy won. So congrats to him. Still, it was lots of fun. And every time I lose, I try to remind myself, either you win or you learn. And today I learned 2 important things. In the opening, instead of playing the move d6, I should have played the move a5. The idea is that now my bishop gets an extra square to hide if the knight is attacking it. And then I can simply keep developing my pieces. And second thing, quite obvious, better time management. I was very nervous throughout the entire game, and that's why I was too slow. Next time, more confidence, and we play faster. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something too, even if it was at my expenses. If you enjoyed this video, check out the one that is appearing right now on screen. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to like and subscribe. Yes. Bye.